You're probably better off asking my parents. They're season ticket holders. I'm more of a Liverpool fan. You probably should ask me more on that. But yeah, I'm delighted for Warrington. They've done great, and yeah, it's nice to see.
Just seeing a line. Liverpool prepared to pay 130 million for someone called Florian Wirtz from Germany.
130 million, huh? I mean, it's crazy money, but I think if we can keep winning the title again, it'll all be worth it. Hopefully.
How are things going for you out the saddle? Are you enjoying life?
I'm really enjoying life. I'm racing director now for the Good Racing Company, and we've got about 14 horses now, and people probably see that we've got a club for Graham Lee Racing Club, raising funds for him, raising funds for MND with the Rob Burrow horse, and we've got private syndicates such as Alpha Kalenic, who won the Silver Cup, and not to go on, but we've just got a new horse now, Havana Oaks, and people can look at the Good Racing Co website and see what we've got, but really keeping me busy, and which is good.
Good things happen to good people. Good luck, Paul.
Thank you very much, Graham. Thank you.
Here we go for race 4 at Haydock. 3 market leaders have obliged, well-backed market leaders as well so far. Race 4 presents bookmakers and punters with a wide open 3-year-old handicap. Biggish field here, and the draw could be important, and that brings in a high gate for William Buick's mount here. William is on Jarham for Clive Cox, and Jarham is a lightly raced horse with potential for improvement. Showed plenty of ability in 3 runs last autumn. Second on his final start in December at Kempton. He was well back, 6-4 chance, but he finished clear of the remainder. He's been gelded since. 74 looks a reasonable mark. William Buick is booked. Lots of pluses until we come to stall 13, and there is Jarham, who looked fine in the paddock, but William's either going to have to burn some fuel to get across and get handy, or suck it up and take back and ride for luck. Good luck to him with that. There are all sorts of potential dangers here. We'll be back to break down this handicap in a minute or two, but for the moment, back to the studio. Angus, thank you. Punters having a jolly old time here at Haydock, because on Betfred Rum and Reggae night, 3 market leaders have gone in bang, 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 including Morris Dancer, first winner for Palace Pier in the novice race half an hour ago. Here comes a much more difficult puzzle for punters, I think. A very tightly knit 3-year-old handicap on the round course, and William Buick has a bit of a headache here. Just touched on it on extra. There he is on Jarham, lightly raced horse who progressed quite nicely in 3 runs for Clive Cox late last year. Handicap mark looks fine. Stall 13 presents William with a bit of a headache. Burn some fuel to get across, suck it up, take back and ride for luck. Let's see how he goes, but stall 13 is a bit of a headache. Plenty others to consider here. I think Lakarama might run well here. He's bred to be a bit better than a 75 rated horse. 180 grand, son of Star Spangled Banner. 4th, second. Short head second at Wolverhampton in April. The 3rd has won since. Last time out, he duelled with City of Poets from a good way out at Lingfield, and to a certain extent, I think he paid the penalty. He's into handicaps for the first time. Holly Doyle is at the controls. Stall 4 looks fine for Lakarama, and I think he has some potential to improve, but so do a fair few of the others. We've got Sheen Murphy there in the foreground, just gone out of picture. We'll get him again in a minute. That's Think of a Name, who, in terms of physical appearance and condition, he looked as well as anything in this field. He's 1 from 6. He came at Bath in October, 5 furlongs on deep ground. He was gelded, came back at Bath, again at 5 furlongs, and ran pretty well for 3rd. This is his 7 furlong debut. I think he should stay the trip. There is a Sheen with his feet out of the irons for the moment on Think of a Name. Luckless on Gold Dawn in the previous race. Gold Dawn took a bad step when challenging inside the final furlong, and that was all she wrote in terms of Gold Dawn's chance. Good luck to a Sheen here on Think of a Name. Others to mention: Sunlit Uplands tops the weights. Mark of 75 for her handicap debut. She's a winner. Ordinary race at Chelmsford over Christmas, but ran well on her reappearance, and a Yarmouth novice, again at 6 furlongs, staying on willingly. Pietro is a horse who I have time for. He's pretty well exposed after 9 runs. His 1 win came at Epsom in August. 2 fourths at Kempton this year, and he now has South African rider Kyle Stridham on board for the first time. Number 8, Honved, is one I really don't know what to make of. There's no doubt the ability is there. He's had 4 runs. His second at Wolverhampton, first time in March, was good. Horse who beat him, Fear Not, is now rated 94. Fear Not's gone upwards in the ratings. Honved has not got on with it. Pieces didn't work at Donny last time. He's also been gelded since, so his connections are trying different things to try and find the key to Honved. Very, very open market here. 1 or 2 others we should mention. Invitorio is a winner. Red car last October, soft ground. Faded late. No extra late on here last time at Haydock on fast ground. Slightly easier ground here might suit. What about one or two more who have to go in? There is number 10, Pietro, already touched on him. He's drawn 6, which looks fine. Speed here, half the field still to go. I'm guessing to a certain extent, but I think Invitorio will be pretty handy from a draw in stall 3. And I think next door in Lacarama won't be too far away. So they're 2 horses who could go forward. Not sure how strong the pace will be round the bend here. This one going here, number 3, Initial Blue. Tom Marquand takes the ride for Richard Hannon. Rum stuff about Rosallion today, which I'm sure you've read about. Hokey Cokey horse for Royal Ascot. First he was sold, then he wasn't. Either way, he's on target for the Queen Anne. This lot are on target for a tricky little handicap. The Betfred Join Our Sports Club handicap. Stuart Machin to call them home. A bigger field and a wide open race, Stuart.
Competitive looking, isn't it, Graham? The Child of Hell goes in. That's it. They're all ready. They're off. 7 furlongs, 1,400 metres. Final night, just got a little bit squeezed out, leaving the stalls. Nose-bounded Sunlit Uplands in a pale jacket. He's dropped in. Final night's a little bit behind the others. It's a bit of a dash to the first turn. Honved out wide, beginning to work over. Leads them in the pink and green. Has shown bright speed and he's beginning to open up by 3 lengths here, Honved. Being chased to the crown of the bend by Lacarama in a yellow jacket. Initial Blue in the blue and white. And Think of a Name, yellow with the blue sleeves, down on the inner in 4th place there. Fairly well stretched out. Back towards midfield, Invitorio in the beige and brown will straighten just ahead of Brave by Reflection with a white face down at the running rail. Then the nose-bounded Lightning Galaxy in the yellow and black just ahead of Pietro. Black sleeves, yellow cap for Carl Stridham down at the rail. The Child of Hell in a red cap has got 3 behind at this stage. Sunlit Uplands is one of them. Jarham away to the left, white sleeves and cap for Buick. Being pushed along is last but one, and Final Night, the awkward start at last of all. They've gone through halfway, 2.5 furlongs left to go. Honved against the fence to Lacarama. Think of a Name in behind the star on the cap is looking for a way through. Nowhere to go. Brave by Reflection in the green and pink is also short of daylight. It gets very rough up the rail. Final Night was checked and Sunlit Uplands has had to switch. Lacarama struck the front. Think of a Name finds daylight. Here's Pietro with the black sleeves over the top. Sunlit Uplands in a pale jacket flashing home. The Child of Hell as well. Sunlit Uplands with a trouble run surging through for Ray Guest. Sunlit Uplands over Pietro, Think of a Name, and the Child of Hale in 4th, Brave by Reflection right in behind him.
Oof. Dramatic race, strongly run race. We'll come back to that in a moment, but it looks very much like it's 1, 10 and 6. I think it is 1. Sunlit Uplands beats 10, Pietro. 6 on the inside, Think of a Name, not the only one to meet some trouble. And for the record, 12, the Child of Hale has run pretty well. This was run at a rapid pace. I think I'm right in saying it was between 15 to 20 lengths faster to halfway than the previous novice race. And when we have a look at the finish again, you'll see that more than one horse met trouble. I'm pretty sure that being held up was a positive here. But Sunlit Uplands has defied top weight. Picked them up early on. Final Night, left of picture, squeezed quite badly and the inside. The key horse tactically was Honved, second left. There's definitely something of the night about him. And cheek pieces, blinkers, gelded. He was just way too buzzed up here. In behind, horses who've chased too strong a pace, I think. In the yellow colours, Lacarama is better than this, and he'll show himself as such before too long, because I think he's been in the heat of a furiously run race from an early stage. Blue and white colours, Initial Blue. Watch the horse in 4th at the moment. That is Think of a Name. Pretty sure he and the horse behind